What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We are here at the house. Sorry I haven't posted in a minute. We've been doing a lot of stuff around the house, and I've been doing a lot of stuff to the G that I don't think necessarily you guys would seem entertaining. You can see right here I finished up the fender. It looks 10 times better than it used to with the welds. I'll put a picture of the old V1 fenders right here, and now they're looking pretty icy. You can see that there is a hump right here. It's pretty impossible to get rid of that. I tried to beat it in with hammer, welding in plates, a bunch of stuff, and this is how it turned out. It's actually not too bad because you can see on the G35 it has like this little hump right here, and it kind of goes with that but slopes down. But it's 10 times better than it did look like, and I'm pretty proud of it. I literally just sprayed it just to see what it would look like with primer over it. Eventually these fenders will be completely remade and they'll look completely different. But if you can see right here, I got some new wheels. I sold the 370Z wheels, and I ended up getting these for a great deal with the coilovers. So these are Godspeed coilovers. They're not the best coilovers. I think they're about 630 bucks new, but they'll do the job. I read online that they don't take you that low, and that's why I pulled out the camera, was to simply get my reaction of the last coilover. I literally just finished this corner and I'm about to drop it, and I want to see how it looks all maxed out on all four. Ooh, crushes the jack a little bit. That's a good sign. Oh yeah, I thought it would lower. I can still push the car forward and back a little bit, but she's actually looking pretty good. It's not as low as I want it to go, which is kind of a bummer, but I guess that's what I'm gonna have to live with. These coilovers are fully maxed out. You can see it looks like it has some threads right there, but the shock won't screw in anymore. Pretty much the only reason why I got these coilovers was because they were in a bundle deal with the wheels. I don't want to run these wheels at all. There's some Randy TSWs. I think they'd look good on like a mom's G35 or something. For right now, they'll do because it's all I got. But I got these, like I said, in a package deal with the coilovers and wheels, both for 750 bucks, which is a killer deal. The condition of these tires and these wheels, I think they'll sell for 750 bucks right there. So I basically got the Godspeed coilovers for free, but darn, that bums me out. Let's check out the rear. Ooh, the rear is pretty nice. Got a little bit of low right there. Ooh, definitely gonna have to roll it. It's literally, it's touching the tire right there. That is not going nowhere. Gonna have to roll that. So honestly, after reading up some forums on Godspeed coilovers, I thought I was going to be really bummed on the outcome, but it's actually not horribly bad, but it's not horribly good. So you can see right here, I still have this fender with a crap ton of Bondo on it. They're just trying to fill up that gap a little bit more, but that's what we're gonna be painting today. We're gonna primer this fender after I finish sanding this up and getting that all buttoned up. And then we have a couple other goodies that I'll put on the hood right here for you guys. Well, I didn't want to scratch up the hood, so I put everything down here. Let's start off on this side. We got two different sides right here. Got the turn down exhaust for the G35. Hopefully this muffles it a little bit, and I think the turn down is actually pretty sick. If I could have this not be purple, then it wouldn't be purple, but I think I'll run it either way. I just want my car to be quieter. It's so loud right now. It honestly it's ruining my ears. Right below this, we got the HKS radiator cap, and we also got the gold billet HKS oil cap. I think those will do great in the engine bay. I've always wanted to buy those, and finally got the chance to. Moving over here, you can see that I got some 350Z mirrors. That is going to be mounted to the G. You can see that it needs it bad, but I was doing a little bit of body work to those. I'm filling in the holes from when I had them on the Focus, and I have to replace this little mirror part. So if any of you guys have a little mirror, I'd love to buy it. I'm sure I can just get it at O'Reilly's or something, but yeah, still got to do some body work to those. Then they will be going on the ZG after I paint them. Right below, we got the strut tower base for a G35. I actually got this with the wheels and the coilovers, and which is awesome. He gave it to me for free. If you guys didn't know, the Z has a strut tower brace stock, but those don't work on the G35 because it's two different patterns. And finally got one, which is sick. It's gonna be matte black, but I got some paint for it, and I'm gonna paint it a cool color so that it'll pop in the engine bay. Kind of disappointed on these coilovers, but it's not that big of a deal. We'll run with it for now. Honestly, been pretty sad I haven't driven this in a hot minute. I've been driving my little red Accord over there that I got for a daily while. I've been doing body work on this thing. I just didn't want to rush it or anything. So let's crack open one of these babies. Woo! HKS gold billet oil cap. Let's take off the old one. Ooh, ow. There we go. Pop that one off. A little grimy. Pop this new gold one on. Awesome. That looks cool. Let's take this and put it in my stock pile of caps, which includes only one, but this is a special one. This is a R32 Skyline radiator cap from my R32 Skyline. I replaced it with this cool little JDM cap that I got from my buddy that got me the Skyline, and so I ended up keeping this one, which is going to be here in this corner forever. Pretty hilarious because this one literally looks exactly like the Skyline one. Let's grab that one. Yeah, that's really funny. I think it's exactly the same cap, except this one's from Japan. Alright, this thing is pretty cool. Got the red badge on there and the blue underneath. Let's pop it on. Oh no, 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 no. It needs to be like that. Boom! HKS, HKS. So if you guys remember when I was piecing this front end together, the first thing I did was the hood, and I raised it about 1/4 inch, maybe even more, with some washers and longer bolts to clear the windshield wipers. That being said, I had to raise the fenders by a couple of washers and make it, you know, level with the hood. Since I'm trying to go as low as possible, what I'm actually going to do is go with the stock location for the fenders, which is right about here. That has no washers in it, and that is the big gap. And so when we take out those washers, the hood will technically, or should be, going down a little bit. I might have to mess with the latch, but that won't be that big of a deal. Another thing I have yet to update you guys on is I painted the other headlight. If you guys remember, the old headlight was silver OEM. This has a bunch of dust on it, but I promise you it turned out mint. So this isn't the first thing that I want to do, but I have to get around to it. I have to finish up sanding this fender. I'm going to save you guys the horrifying sanding process that this takes, and I'll meet back with you guys with hopefully this fender ready to be spray painted and the G slightly out the garage so that I can have a little bit of space back there to paint the fenders. Just like that, it's 3 a.m. and we got the fenders somewhat primered. You can definitely see some highs and lows in the Bondo that I'm gonna have to sand out, maybe even possibly re-Bondo, but it's looking really good. Next day we got the G35 jumped and on. We got the underglow going because it was on when I last had it on. So you can see that it's idling a little low. I gotta fix the idle reposition sensor or whatever. We got the coils to lower a tiny bit in the front. I adjusted the preload. It turns out that the preload on the coilovers were actually super tight, so I got about a 1/2 inch out of it, and made it look really nice. Let's straighten the wheel. I was just trying to see clearance right now, but that's what we're looking at right now, and it's touching, but I think we can work around it with the fender. I've never been one for an all blacked out car, but this is just how it honestly just came forward. Rubbing a little bit in the rear too. Definitely need to roll. I haven't rolled anything at all, so perfect time to find out what I need to roll. Alright, pull for the boys. I forgot how loud this thing is. Oh my gosh. I really got used to it when I was driving it about a month ago. Now it's too loud. So I went and picked up some 35mm spacers for the front. I posted an ad on Craigslist or on Facebook, and my homie got back to me. Actually had some for a good deal. So tried to put them on in the rear. There was no way it was taking 35mm, and I did to the front, and this is what I got. I think it looks perfect. Aggressiveness. I think for the most part this thing's coming together, boys. A lot of things that I've done to this is finally coming into the vision, and I think it looks pretty good. I'm proud of myself for the fenders. I mean, it looks like a Bondo massacre, but when it's all done, it'll look a lot better than that. Well, I think I'm gonna end it off here, guys. Hope you guys like how this is coming along. I'm seeing this from a bone stock G35 to what it is now. It's crazy how much time I've put into these little parts that still look like crack, but they're coming together big time, boys. So peace out, guys. Have a good rest of your night, and subscribe.